Oh, it's my shiny forehead.
Did you polish it this morning?
I played golf on Saturday and my face is doing its normal redness.
Hey everybody, welcome on into the Big Access Podcast. My name is Brock Benson. I'm your host and the Director of Marketing over here at PDK. And next to me today, we've got Brad Baldwin, who is our VP of Product. He has been on an episode previous where we were talking about his responsibilities here at PDK, all of the really important stuff that he has to do to make sure that you guys have a positive experience. And thank you for joining us today, buddy.
I am excited.
I am too.
Anytime we can talk about a product that we ship is a good day for me.
It's a good day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to just get something built from scratch, listening to our partners on what they're looking for and being able to get that released and out in the field, it's super exciting.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. A very enthusiastic yes there. And we are actually today going to be talking about our latest product that is going out to you partners. You've been requesting it for a while, and we've made sure to build it the proper way, making sure that it is done in a way that's going to be beneficial for all of your use cases, and that is our Aux 8. And so for those of you who are watching it on YouTube, you can see it right here in front of us, but those of you who are listening, you should go out to the YouTube channel and check it out. It's a really cool new product. It's our input-output board that is a little bit more than just an input-output board.
Yeah. In fact, I think it's a much different product than just typical. I mean, it'll do all the basic stuff you've expected from an I/O board, but there's a couple of things that we've done that I think are going to be a little bit special. Give us some new applications that you might not be able to do with other types of input-output type devices.
Agreed. So, Brad, why don't you kind of kick us off by telling us a little bit more in depth about what the Aux 8 is?
Sure.
And then we can talk about some use case scenarios that it can be used in.
Yeah. I think the first thing to note, and before we can go any further, it's a RED series controller-based auxiliary board. So we basically took all of the smarts, all of the intelligence, all of the same things that we did with the RED series controllers, and we built that basically into this system here. And so the same way you find the device on the network, the same way you connect it, all of those things are going to be very, very familiar. In fact, it's really designed to be self-found in a way.
I mean, that's one thing that everybody, when they hear the RED, they just think of the high security capabilities, right? There's so much more that goes into RED than just high security readers, right? For us, it's the automatic discovery, right? You just plug an Ethernet connection into it, and the cloud node's automatically going to find that on your network. That's huge, right? Then you've got the modularity, which is really cool. Where you can modulate any one of these controllers to communicate in a number of different ways, right? By default, it's going to be a network connection, but you can add a wireless module in there or even a PoE module, which you have one of those hanging around?
Got a PoE, which I think is one of the, secret sauces for this specific product. Want to think about this. In fact, let's just talk about it. I mean, why did we build this thing? Why did we build it? We built this thing really because we want to be able to extend PDK beyond just the door control. We have elevators. We have door positioning. We have relays where we want to actually send kind of a dry contact to trigger something. I think the most interesting thing about this product is this product has more power than you would need. And so you're able to do things that are what I would call wet contact. So you can supply power in addition to just the relay, the dry contact.
Right, no need for an external power supply, right?
That's correct. In fact, when you kind of combine a PoE connection with this Aux 8, you end up being able to drive a lot of simplicity into your overall install. You basically can leverage all of those connections where you need to have a relay or something tripped, just super easy with PoE.
Yeah, really cool, right? Just plug and play connectivity there. So with the Aux 8, one of the most common use case scenarios that we're going to have is elevator control, right? And so this is a perfect elevator controller. It has 8 different relay ports in there, so that you can wire it up as your dry contacts to be able to trigger exactly which floor you want to be able to gain access to, and it'll do up to 8 floors for you. So with PDK and elevator control, all you need to do is you'll generally have your reader inside the elevator car, and then once you wire from the elevator trigger panel to the aux8, you'll then just go in the software and assign your different floors, and then you can go ahead and assign users to those floor groups. So when they get in the elevator, they can go ahead and scan their badge, and it will unlock whatever floor they need to gain access to. So that way you can lock down the building and provide access control on different floors.
Yeah, in fact, very simple, very easy. In fact, it's going to be a much better, we've had dealers using our R8s, R4s, like a full-blown controller to do all of that. So this is going to give it a little bit more flexibility to you to be able to buy a product that is not as expensive, and also give you some unique use cases out of it.
Absolutely. You mentioned door position sensors earlier too, and I think that's going to be another very common application with this. One of the big requests that we've been getting is, hey, we want to be able to monitor doors without having to go to a full-blown controller like the R4 or the R8 like you were just mentioning. And so with this, we've got the 8 different inputs in here as well, so that you can go ahead and tie something like a door position sensor in there to be able to monitor all your doors and have that not necessarily count towards your hosting if you're using it as a generic I/O device. That's going to be another benefit for them.
Yeah, connect it up, and now in PDK.io or in our mobile app, you're able to check out which doors are open, which are closed, and basically using that, you can run additional programming or triggers or events or other things on top of that, so you get the full benefit of the PDK system.
Yeah, absolutely. Other common applications that you might use this controller for is tying in other devices that might be able to trigger things, such as like an alarm panel.
Alarm panels, lights for those people who have some kind of automation in their building. If you want to trigger a light to turn on or off, do that. There's a lot of different things with relays, obviously.
There are.
Just simple relays, and as you want to connect something, this is probably your Swiss Army knife in a way. Pull out the right blade, whether it's a dry contact, wet contact, whatever it might be, you've got the tool you need.
Yep, absolutely. Oh man, I totally had something, and then that train of thought just left the station.
Oh no.
Don't you hate that?
I do, especially if it was probably good.
It was probably really good, so stay tuned, it's going to come later. But with the aux8, so there's those different inputs that you're able to do. There's, in the wet contacts that you're talking about, it does also have the option to do dry contacts if you have to do it. We definitely recommend doing wet contacts with everything because it just makes it a little bit simpler. But there are, if you're doing anything that requires like 24-volt hardware, that's where a dry contact's really going to have to come into play, where you're using an external 24-volt power supply. So make sure that you're doing just a dry contact in that scenario. Have we covered most of the use cases on this?
I think if we think about our beta, in fact, one thing to note is we had a really great beta for this. Very good feedback. The team that did the beta had really not a lot of alarming or even minimal concerns. They hooked it up.
Great.
They were able to kit it and use it. In fact, I hope we can get one of our beta testers to join us in a podcast here and have them talk about their experience specifically with elevators and some of those things.
Yep, that's that's going to be we're trying. I'm waiting to hear back from him right now. Hopefully we can get that contact soon. But yeah, I would love to talk a little bit more about the elevator use case and talking about the aux8. But the aux8 is our brand new product. It is available in distribution today. So you can go out and you can purchase that right now. So go ahead, reach out to your preferred distributor, whoever that might be. Tell them, hey, I want a PDK A8. The part number is A8 on there.
A8.
So pretty simple, right? That's one of the cool things about PDK is we really keep our part numbers simple. Like our one-door controller is an R1. R2 is our two-door controller. But this one, the aux8, A8.
Hey, we're going to also be showing this off at ISC West.
We are.
In fact,
Thank you for bringing
we'll
that
have
up.
some blinky lights working on it.
It's gonna be operational.
At the show.
It's gonna be running. Everything's gonna be great with it at the show. So yeah, if you're gonna come to ISC, be sure to come stop by our booth. We're gonna be showing off everything red. We're gonna be showing off this new AUX 8. We're gonna be showing off our wristband credentials, which you've got one on your wrist.
Yeah, I got
now.
one.
There you go. We're gonna be showing off our new controller continuity. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. We're gonna be showing off the PoE module as well. Dude, we just are like displaying everything here, aren't we? It's pretty cool. So come by, stop by, and get a chance to win some sweet prizes. You can actually schedule an appointment to meet with us just by going out to our website, prodataKey.com. You'll see a banner right there on the homepage that says register for ISC. Get your free pass there from us as well. We'll be at booth 30061. So come by, stop, see myself, see B-Rad here, and see the AUX 8, see it in action. Anything else that we're missing?
I think only thing I would say is, as you start installing this product, love to hear more from how it's working. Your feedback is one of the most important things we get. Helps us be able to design our products, helps us to be able to improve them, helps us to be able to see areas which we can make the products better for you. And you know what? We're really excited to hear, hey, it works. It's great. We love it. It's really enabling our business. So anything you have to share, love to hear it.
So that's another really cool thing, and we've talked about this in the past. Is certified dealers with PDK help determine our product or help determine our roadmap, and this is a result of it, right? It's been requested. B-Rad over here, he's the one who talks with you about what that looks like. He wants to know everything that's going on in your brain. You guys are the ones out there doing the installations. You guys are the ones that are out there, the front line of the the industry, doing talking with all the end users, and so you guys really have all the information that we're looking for. Let us know what you need, because we want to make a product that you guys enjoy installing and that works for you and your end user. So reach out to us. B-Rad, how do they get a hold of you to let you know how awesome the AUX 8 is?
Brad.Baldwin, like the actors in pianos, at ProDataKey.com. In fact, we probably ought to get a simpler email, but that'll come directly into me, and love to process those.
Nice. There we go. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time that we have today on the Big Access Podcast. Be sure to go and check out that AUX 8. Reach out to any one of your sales reps. Go ahead and reach out to your distribution, and they'll make sure to get one right in front of you so you can check it out and use it in a lot of different scenarios, and let us know how you use it. Anyways, guys, thank you again for tuning in. If you've not already done so, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, leave it a 5-star rating, and then let us know if there's anything in particular that you are wanting to learn. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
See ya.